Everybody, welcome back to the channel. The futures market are currently bloody red right now. And should you panic, how low can we go? And what are the stocks for all of you to keep in your watch list for today? We're going to talk about all of these stocks in this video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are brand new to the channel, alright? So let's get started. The futures market is currently down by negative 1.33%. Is this a surprise? Was this expected? I kind of was expecting this thing. I really was. Especially after we broke down over here. All right, I think this was Thursday leading to Friday. It wasn't looking too good at all, and I explained the rejection of that inverse head and shoulders in my last video, right? So far, how low can we go, and should you panic? I'm going to show you a different chart, all right? There is this massive channel that I've seen on SPY. It drags all the way back. It goes from like way back here, all right, all the way back here. And on Friday, I actually wanted the SPY to tank a little bit, all right. I pretty much said like it would be nice. It would be really nice if the SPY could immediately just drop there, right? That way we can get some type of like bounce. And so far, that's what we're seeing. The SPY is currently at like exactly 455, which is right there, right? It's not quite low towards 450, so do anticipate a dead cat bounce. And also, the more I look at this, and the more I look at all of these other indices, like Nasdaq, for example, Nasdaq is actually looking more and more like this bear flag, right? It's looking like this. If this is clean, expect a little bounce today. All right, how long would this bounce last? I don't know, and I'm not sure, but I'm getting this 2018 vibe. For those of y'all who have been trading for a long time, like if you remember well in 2018, around like Thanksgiving to Christmas time, there was a massive sell-off that looked pretty similar to this. All right, it looked pretty similar to this if you go all the way back to 2018, and I think we may have we may have a similar scenario play out before we bounce next year. All right, so the next few weeks are going to be extremely choppy, very treacherous, and you're not gonna like it. So it's best to trade what's in the front of you, right? Not try to make any assumptions. Manage your risk really well, and take it real slow. Like we've been taking it really slow, like one at a time, and it's been working really well for us in the Discord. So that's like the best non-financial advice I can give y'all. But for today, in regards to forward slash ES, I do expect just a little bit of a bounce, but I don't think it's gonna last for too long. All right, now some stocks that y'all should keep in your watch list for today. The first one is going to be MRVL. All right, I'm gonna give you this one because it is kind of early. I wanted to make a video yesterday on Moderna, but that one shut up, and we will talk about that one really quickly. In regards to Marvel, the reason why I like this one a lot is because of this. If you take a look at the 1 hour, actually, there is a left shoulder right here, followed by a head right there. Okay. Followed by a head right here, and then followed by the right shoulder right here. And then if you take a look at that, there's that neckline that just broke right over here. So it broke down on Thursday, retested on Friday, and then gapped down today, and it's ready to flush all the way back down towards like $77. Again, it's gonna be really, really slow. I'm not bullish on this stock at all, especially given the fact that, like, if you look at the daily chart, actually, the daily chart, like, there is a gap at the bottom. It's gonna get filled again. Like I always say, most gaps, okay, most gaps get filled at some point in time. Or as soon as we get below 81.50, we're gonna start going really slowly all the way down to like $73. So this is definitely a stock that you want to keep in your watch list for sure, for a shorting opportunity. All right, this one's for the short sellers. Another stock that I want to share with all of you that I think y'all should be keeping in your watch list. It's actually a stock that I put out a few days ago. Is ABBV. All right. In one of my last video, I told y'all to watch this stock for a crazy move to the upside. This one paid a lot for a long time, a long time. I explained this megaphone pattern right here. Let me change this thing to the 4-hour. That way y'all can clearly see more candles. I explained this thing to y'all, right? Megaphone pattern, then a flag at the top of the megaphone pattern, which gives you even more reasons to go long. And this thing, I told y'all to keep watching this for a move all the way up to like in the 130s. It got to the 130s and now it's tired. Now this is the video where I tell you that this is a shorting opportunity. We were watching this thing for a short too as well last week, and some people may have taken puts on there, some people didn't, you know. But again, the opportunity is there. It's opening lower at 128.50. I think it's going to collapse all the way down to 125, which is like right over here, right, within the next few days. And also that is identical to the previous high in 2018, which is right over here. The previous high was at 125.80 right there. So I do expect a retest of that level very, very, very soon. So shorting opportunity is there for shorts, all right? And especially if you get some more selling pressure coming in. The next one, again, I'm gonna talk about the stock that we took. So out of all of these candidates on Friday, I decided to just go with Moderna, all right? And here is why I wanted to go with Moderna, is because of this. All right, if you look here on Friday, it looked quite good. It looked really, really good. There was this bullish triangle that actually broke out at like 290, right? And then like some people started buying calls. I bought calls at the close. It looked really, really good. And then this is my post at the close. Well, an hour before the close. The price target was 120 for the next week. And if you check out this thing right here and you zoom into the one, you can clearly see that this thing just kept running. I don't want to say there was magical unicorn news, because obviously the news is not that magical, because obviously the futures are down. But the news played out in our favor. Does it have more room to run? It definitely does. I think it can go up to 340. But the wise thing to do, especially like if you took this, for example, if you saw this last week and you took it, the wise thing to do, I would say, just make the trade free, because the contracts are gonna be up by over 100%. They're gonna be up by like probably 120, maybe 150%. So definitely, like, you can sell at least half, or you can sell 75% of it, right? And then you can wait for this thing to either drop to 305, maybe 300, and like maybe 300 exactly, to try to get back in. All right, remember, you can always get back in, but because the market is the way it is, and because the conditions are the way they are, it's important that you lock in some gains, especially after a gap up. Make sure that you lock in your gains. You can always get back in later. All right, and this is like a similar trend across all of the other vaccine companies. If you look at Novavax immediately gapped up after a massive move on Friday, and this was kind of predictable. If you look at, that was another reason why I took Moderna. Like, there was some type of some connections, some correlations among the charts. There was the first gap up over here, and then there was the ascending triangle right there, right? That was pretty much like the other reason that made me really lean towards the vaccine stocks. So it broke out right there midday, which is when Moderna broke out. They all broke out at the same time, and then it just consolidated, and then now everything moved up. So the wise thing is to take your money off the table, and that means for shorts who are day traders, there is an opportunity to go in short. All right, for a day trade. For a day trade, I don't know how much the pullback is gonna be, but I do know that people, obviously, like if I'm thinking to take money off the table, other people will be thinking of taking money off the table as well, because it's the wise thing to do. So just watch that for an opportunity to the short side, all right? So that's my very honest opinion on this stock. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot. It allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. Also, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you would like to get started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ngumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.